class of 2020, yeah!
Hey, class of 2020.
Hey, class of 2020.
Hey there, little Tiger Cubs. Congratulations on graduating. We are all so proud of you.
Sending so much love out to the class of 2020.
I miss you all so much and I'm so proud of you.
We just wanted to send our love and our support.
My heart goes out to each and every one of you in this time of uncertainty.
I know that this isn't what you dreamed of ending your Princeton careers.
I admire each and every one of you and your relentlessness and your tenacity.
Even when you were freshmen, you were already teaching all of us so much just by being who you are.
You guys came in your freshman year. What a bunch of high energy, passionate group you guys were. It was honestly incredible.
Probably the most positive and strongest class I've ever gotten to know at Princeton University, and I just want you to know that that positivity and that resiliency will serve you really well in the years to come ahead of Princeton.
Know that you are exactly what the world wants. You've been really strong women over the past few years. It's been amazing to watch you carry the torch as the first ever class under the new coaches, watch you set records, run really fast, and be amazing people. I can't wait to see you out here in the real world.
I know it's a very scary time to be entering the world, but you have to remember that
These unsettling transitions remind me of how I used to feel jumping around on the side of the track before an important race. And like I learned to reassure myself then, and as I continue to reassure myself in my life after Princeton track, this is what you came for.
You do get to take all of this resilience and all these leadership skills and all this determination that you learned through track and through your time at Princeton, and you get to bring this beautiful person that you've become and take it out into the real world.
The enormity of the tasks you've already accomplished, your Princeton degree, your varsity sweater, and those tiny victories that you win every single day. You moved your body today. You connected with a friend today. These are all proof that you can do hard things, and that now and in this transition, you are enough.
It's not really about how many races you end up getting in that uniform, or even how you compete in the races that matter most to you, or what that PR ends up being. I think what really matters most is the routines and the values and the experiences you had every single day going down to Jadwin at 3 or 4 p.m. And all of those experiences, values, the ability to push yourself, loving pushing yourself, loving being in that community, are things that you get to continue every single day after you graduate.
As athletes, we are so used to competing. We crave competition. Many of us have been competing for the last 4 to 8 years of our life.
We're kind of put on a roller coaster ride to produce outcomes, whether it be on the field, on the track, or in the classroom.
And post-grad, you'll crave it still. You'll still want to compete with your peers, compete with your colleagues. But I think it's important to remember that just like we didn't compete every weekend of our indoor or outdoor season, you don't have to compete all the time or be on your A game all the time.
You have to get used to not having external metrics to measure your progress and productivity and success, whatever that means.
And I think it's important to take the time after graduation to kind of rediscover what it is that brings us joy outside of school and work. It can still continue to be exercise, but maybe it's also piano, maybe it's reading a certain genre, maybe it's writing.
Beyond graduation lies the opportunity for each of you to build your own lives centered around what's important, exciting, and enjoyable to you. However, there are big changes that you have to get used to, and it's okay to struggle or miss Princeton along the way.
not living within a 5-minute walk of all my best friends made me realize how small I am and how big the world can be.
When we're on campus, it's so easy just to, share little stories that happened in the day, but you have to keep that going.
Those little points of connection after graduating have been so great. We just were thinking that would be our best advice to you guys, is just do those little calls. It doesn't have to be an hour.
While driving home or making dinner, I can have just a short 10-minute call with somebody, and that immediately makes me happier and makes me feel more connected to the people who make me happy.
It's good to take some time out for yourself and some self-care, so find a self-care routine, and if that looks like calling an old Princeton friend for 5 hours, then so be it.
My piece of advice would just be to be easy on yourself. It's a weird thing to go from college to the adult world.
Be proactive about making friends, especially if you're going somewhere where you don't know a lot of people.
Posting on Facebook really helped me, asking around and seeing if anyone knew anyone in the area I'm moving to.
Whether or not you know what you want to do after college or not, is go out and talk to people in the fields that you may think you're interested in or definitely know you're interested in. Get an idea of what you're in for.
Always remember that your teammates, friends, and coaches are just a phone call away, and we're always happy to hear from you.
Even though you're no longer running or throwing or jumping for the Princeton women's track and field team, you are still and always will be a part of the team.
Just because you're leaving Princeton, that doesn't mean you're leaving behind your experiences or the people who shaped you. Where you live and who you call family is always going to be a layer of who you are, and you will carry Princeton track with you wherever you go. I know I speak for the alums when I say we have, and we're so excited to watch you do the same.
There are so many incredible things about Princeton that make it so difficult to say goodbye around graduation, but I think it's really important to know, and you can find comfort in understanding that your teammates really aren't one of those things that you need to say goodbye to.
Princeton community, the Princeton track community is the largest community, we're the biggest team, and all of us get to reconnect often and really share those same experiences.
And so you have this network of amazing women older than you who are really excited to see what you do next and are here to support you.
Whether it's in friendships or in networking, answering any questions that you might have about a certain job or field, I just always feel so supported, and I want you all to know that you have that waiting for you on the other side of graduation.
One thing that helped me was this secret psych letter that Hadley wrote me. And yes, this is this piece of paper. And she put a quote on there that says, "All endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time."
Even though it seems like it wasn't finished and it's a big chapter of your life, it's just another chapter.
So as you're saying these goodbyes that, you know, to your friends and your classmates and your classes that might be sad, remember to get excited for the next step.
You guys have so much more ahead of you. You're now part of the alumni family, and we will always be here and support you guys, and you'll always have each other.
Princeton track and field truly is a forever thing, and while we're not running the same circles around the track, you have a huge family right alongside you for the high highs and low lows that naturally come with transition.
Just remember that your energy, passion, and excitement has such a tremendous impact on the people around you.
You are incredibly wise and strong in ways you don't even realize yet.
We're so immensely proud of all of you, and we love you all.
Please reach out if you have any questions.
Always do the Jadwin Scramble and Pillar in your free time because it will never get old.
You're all strong women who are used to overcoming challenges, so embrace this one just as you embrace Princeton.
Keep a positive mindset. You got this.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
You guys are going to kill it.
I can't wait to celebrate you and all of your incredible accomplishments.
Welcome to post-Princeton life, and make the best of it. You guys are amazing.
Love you.